My name is Birgitta Jónsdóttir. I'm a member of the Icelandic Parliament for the Pirate Party. I'm a poetician and an activist in Parliament. So I helped create a Pirate Party movement in Iceland, which is a part of a global expansion of an ideology which is about direct democracy. It's about ratifying into law freedom of information, expression, speech, and privacy in regard to the 21st century. Most of the legislators have no idea when they pass laws that they are actually going to have a very negative impact on how we communicate and share knowledge, information, and contacts around the world. The Pirates is a global new political movement, but we also work with other political movements that are emerging that are sometimes called the internet parties or whatever, or the net parties, and direct democracy platforms. We are very much aware of that our systems have started to fail, and we want to be a part of creating a new system, a new install, and maybe new hardware. I accidentally got into Parliament. I've never wanted to be a politician. That's why I call myself a poetician. I come from, I've experienced life in Iceland where my mother was the first female troubadour, first woman to successfully make music and play it everywhere in Iceland. And she often said if I had balls, I would become more successful and people would take more note of my work and respect it. So I come from sort of a politically engaged home, but not party politically. And I come from a home where it was not normal in my village. I lived in a tiny village in Iceland. And just for your viewers, there are 320,000 people living in Iceland, so it's a tiny, tiny, tiny village. And my father was a fisherman. And he would always be out at sea. My mom would sort of go out and do her music thing. And in the village, we would just sort of look after each other. Like the neighbors would look after me and my brother if my mom was away. But there was no daycare. My great-grandmother lived with us. And today, that's sort of impossible. If I would not want my kids to go into 24/7 care of the state, I would sort of be a bad parent, which is a little bit bizarre. I went into web development because it meant that I could work at home. When I became engaged in politics, I don't have the luxury. So I really want to encourage people to start to think about that we do not want our leaders, and I'm sort of accidentally a leader now, we don't want to demand of them that they work as the high-flying NGOs and the Margaret Thatchers of our times. We want that even both male and female, can actually be good parents, caring for their elderly parents when they're passing away. We want to allow them to be humane, because they can't make humane decisions if they're not allowed to be it in their personal life. And I really want women to think about this. Do not get pushed or pressured into working 12 o'clock in the night and not have a life and nourishment for yourself. That is not what being engaged in democracy is. Being engaged in democracy is about being in balance. And that's it.